Brustevich likely wasn't going to come to the OHL, but once his rights moved over to the Rangers, reconsidered. Here is Colby Barlow now, bringing it in. The Attack's new captain lets a long wrist shot go that went over top of the net. Serp up against the boards with Bryant. He's adding to his point totals here early on. So 2-0 for Kitchener. Less than 9 minutes in. Owen Sound facing a bit of adversity here now. They only trailed once against the Knights. And that, similarly, was when they gave up the first goal of the game. However, after that, they went on to score 4 in a row. And they never looked back, winning the game 5-3. They knew the Rangers would be hungry for a good start tonight. Their coach
lane and blocking the shot.
Rakoff sends it rink wide, chased after by Martin. Behind the net and passed out by Seed. He gets it to Petrovsky for Barlow. Petrovsky once again, toe drag goes into the skates as he was trying to work it through Schmidt. Barlow throws it to the goal. Big rebound there. Owen Sound's got 2. Owen Sound just needing to get it out, and they do. Flipped up through center. Schmidt immediately turns it back up ice. Zidlicki in over the line. Dishes it down low. Misljevic had it tied up in some skates. And now Denny Gore can bring it out for the Attack. Sends it up ahead for Julian Fantino. Poked back across the line. Delayed offside here. Barlow for Gore. Stops. Fantino comes through. Fantino looking across for Barlow. And it was deflected before it.
We'll certainly learn from a thing or two from him as being the Attack captain.
Looking for the puck. Barlow fires it back to the point, but it's going to miss Sedley. He and C trying to figure out who's going to get there first. Going against the grain, Seed left for Sedley, back to him and flipped out. Bouncing puck, got around Brustevich. Barlow is on it. Barlow for Gaindon. Gaindon knocked down to the ice. Serpa got him down. So we see the Barlow, Petrovsky, Gaindon line put together here. The Attack looking for some offense, trailing in the game 2-1. Lock applied right now on Ewens. He's trying to get free. I think he's going to lose his helmet. Somehow it stays on. A one-time shot. Fluttered and knocked down, and Barlow will handle it. Barlow fights through the wax. Here's Bryant. Leaves it. Barlow coming in across. One-timer. Winds it up. Launches up the right wing side. Motu stepped around Barlow to disrupt. Here is Barlow. Pushes away from Martin, but he overskates the puck, and Martin quickly brings it as far as the blue line. 5 seconds to go in the period. Gaindon up to Barlow. Dumps it in, he chases after it, needs to get it to the net, backhand shot wide, and here in the home opener. Gaindon coming in, went for a shot, and a nice poke check there by Pinelli broke it up. Now Barlow tries to fire it, puck is batted down with a high sprint. When Owen Sound was tied, as there's a quick shot off the faceoff, when they were tied after 40 minutes of play, last year they were 6-6, 1-2. So pretty much 50-50 whether they were going to come out with the W in these situations. And for the Rangers, almost an identical record at 6-6-1. Jordan takes his man into the corner. Gaindon comes back nicely to break it up. Barlow up to the blue line. Here's Petrovsky, drops for Barlow, lets a shot go. His stick broke. Another year older, another year stronger. Face off inside the Rangers zone with just over 9 minutes gone here in the period. Barlow from the high slot lets it go, and off the shoulder of Parsons it goes. Barlow got his look. Parsons with the save. And now the Rangers will come out. Barlow just sends it right back down into the Kitchener zone. Brustevich goes over to Motu, and Martin has it swept off his stick, but
at all times.
Scramble on the draw. Barlow will grab it. Barlow gets a shot off. It rode off a stick and over the net. Once again, it comes back to Barlow. Ewan thought about a pinch. Instead, he gets back to his spot. Seed's going to go for a skate, trying to split his way through, but he put the puck too far ahead. Owen Sound running out of time on this power play. Just 6 seconds remains. Swick is up and standing, ready to exit the box. Across the line, Bryant. Ahead for Sedley. Sedley out in front. Barlow across to Gore. Couldn't get a shot off. They score!
Out here by Bryant. Gavin Bryant. Barlow dumps it behind the net. Pappas for Barlow with a chance, and Gaudreau got a piece of that, and so did the post. Matthew Pappas, the former swing side. Terracini bumped as he dumps it into the zone. Cormier after it, cut off by Ritchie. Ritchie feeds Doucette. Wainwright breaking in for the Sting. Wainwright stopped there. Gore back after it, ran into Steen. Now Gore opens up some room. Barlow.
Owen Sound 1 for 11 on the power play. Cedric Guindon has their lone power play goal in the early stages of the season.
Barlow at the right point. Watched by Burke. Played back to Seed. Wrists it in there. Lots of traffic. Went off a body wide out the other side. Sickett clears it down the ice. To the edge of the crease now. Played back to the line. Seed. Barlow. Back to Seed. Seed plays it back. Barlow gives it to Seed. Burrows working behind the net. Drop back. Barlow, quick chance. Gaudreau had to adjust to that. Of the referee as well, so both coaches working the guys in the stripes a little bit. Of course, Letang, former coach in Owen Sound, as Barlow's shot hit the crossbar. Barlow tries it again. This time goes cross ice on the pass. Mast tried to clear it. Barlow again. Now Guindon goes cross ice. Gaudreau comes across. Gets tied up. Gore drops it back for Seed. Seed. Barlow shot. Another stop there by Gaudreau. Rebound loose. And the Sting cleared from the front of the net but kept in. Gore and Cormier break in. Cutting right down the middle is Rogers. Gore, the goal scorer for the attack. Drops back to Sawyer. Sawyer now. Barlow whistles that heavy shot over the net. Wrists it in there. Gore has it go behind the goal. Barlow. Played around the boards. Rogers keeps it in there, rolling in towards the net. Sting break it up and the attack, get it back. Another chance and go Pappas. Oh, that's for Barlow. Barlow with Pappas going to the front of the net. And McDonald stayed right there with Barlow. Barlow didn't like it a whole lot. Popped on and going. Sting with possession, but we're kept to the outside, and Barlow skates it back out here for the attack. Gains the red line, dumps in. Shot just wide. Gore. To Seed. Slap shot wide of the net. And cleared by the Sting. Seed. Hands it off. Barlow for Gore. Walking.
Penalty now over, and it's a 5-on-4.
Greg Walters was saying, give them the puck. We could hear that from up here, just like we could hear Sioux coach John Dean last game saying the same thing, except he said it a little more
Colorful.
A little more colorful. Yeah, sure, colorful. That's a good way to put it. Seed shot, bouncing around, comes out to Gore. 38 seconds to go in the period. Seed for Barlow. Barlow trying to get away from Burke. Barlow shot, Gaudreau.
.307 the time of this penalty, so about 25 seconds difference between the two infractions.
Chopped out by Bar. Now, Limpar Lance puts the pressure on. Voigt comes in, but it goes back behind the Owen Sound net. Barlow steps up. Barlow cuts to his right, now decides to spin back. Barlow weaving his way, now gives it to Jordan. Bryant, he'll have to chase after it. As Limpar Lance puts pressure on him. Now the attack trying to break in. Barlow to the forehand. Gaudreau the stop. The attack at that end of the rink. Ritchie back for it. Directing traffic. Hoover told him to pass quickly, but it ends up going to Barlow. And Ritchie on the block. Weaving his way through center ice is the ever-dangerous Barlow. Barlow, bad angle shot. Ricochets away. 6-on-5 on the ice. Attack net is empty. Mast rings it around the boards. Stopped to the line by Seed. Drop back
for the attack, and he moves it over to Tails Jordan. Deflected in by Fantino. The attack making a partial change right now. Brochu off the end boards. The veteran certainly knows the boards here at the Bayshore. Bryant passes out. There's a one-timer by Barlow, and that one went off the shoulder of Brochu. Back to the point, Sedley. Wrist shot, score! Barlow goes rink wide, jumping up with Sawyer as he was trying to dash ahead. Here's Petrosky, falls to the ice, leaves it for Sawyer. Down low for Cedric Guindon. Hard around to Sedley at the right point. Sedley waits and shoots, scores! The goal to Guindon. Now Barlow with a shot, that one off a leg. Sedley gets to it. Passes it down low, Petrosky holding on to it, shot. There by Barlow, that one was stopped. He tried to go short side on Brochu. Owen Sound continuing to apply pressure. Guindon gets it up. The Petrosky a shot. That one stopped. Puck behind the net. Barlow trying to jump on it. Barlow gets control. Out to Sedley. The Knights are gassed. Owen Sound trying to dance in the Knights zone. Finally, they lose control. Drops it back to Bujold. Owen Sound will steal. In transition, here comes Petrosky. Petrosky for Barlow. Across, shot, Burrows, and that was stopped by Brochu. Now Guindon gets across the blue line and gets over to Barlow. Barlow to Seed. Seed with a shot here with the Knights. Face off, won by the attack, back to Nolan Seed. Seed waiting, shoots it. Nobody able to get a stick on it. Barlow does, and he scores! Has found his goal-scoring touch this season. Here's a wraparound attempt, a save made. Knights staying right on it. Goals in 3 straight games. He stays hot. Thrown out of the draw. Denver Barkey comes in to take it. Knights win the face-off, and McGurn looked for a second like he was just going to try and skate away from everybody back into his own end, but he dumps it off, and Owen Sound has control as they begin the long march up ice. Puck left for Barlow. Barlow cutting through center. Backhands it off to Gavin Bryant. Bryant across for Barlow, was looking on the redirect. Missed his stick. Comes over to Barlow. Flips it back to Sedley. Over to Petrosky. Petrosky sends it across. Off of a leg it comes to Barlow and to the point once again. Sedley delays as he holds on. McHugh trying to take away the lane across. Owen Sound, they find Petrosky and he rips it just wide. He was looking high glove. Now Barlow cutting into the high slot. Over to Petrosky again. Passes it across. Bryant was on the doorstep, just couldn't make the connection. Sedley for Barlow. Barlow with a wrist shot, a save on to it. And Sam Sedley now will send it rink wide for Colby Barlow. He's got it on the far side. And Barlow takes a look. Tries to pass it back. It's knocked down. Here's McHugh. Maybe a step around Bernard. Puck then gets pushed wide of the Owen Sound net. Sedley trying to clear. Gore off the boards. Barlow is on it. 15 seconds left in the period. Colby Barlow shorthanded a shot. And getting a piece of it was Brochu. Barlow up against Bonk. Here's Gore shorthanded. What a round his man. Got a poke at the puck and then batted it out of midair just wide. Cedric Guindon is on it. He'll send it out. Barlow couldn't knock it down. Dickinson made a play on it, so icing's waved off. Dickinson hit by Barlow. Taken now by Petrosky. Petrosky throws it towards it. Deflected by Mayu right towards his own net. It just went wide. Could have been a tough break there for the Knights here early in the third. And Knights flee the zone as they are changing. And Barlow starts up. Barkey blew a tire there. Barlow trying to dance through the Knights. He's into the zone. Long wrist shot. Bowen the blocker save. Punched away. Sensation.
A few trades with Niagara. Jared Keane going over to Niagara, bringing back Alec Leonard on the back end. So a few Knights and Ice Dogs deal early on in the year.
There's a shot by Barlow in the save. I thought you were going to say Edward off the boards. It got past Cowan. There's a pass up to the blue line for Petrosky. Drops for Barlow. One-timer. Petrosky score!